morning, folks. Here we are at 9 o'clock in the morning in Durango, and this is our first shot. Needs to say, yesterday we ran out of film. Let's put it another way. We didn't have any film. I had lost the film. And right up there in that corner is where the boys are at. Maybe we can get Davey to stick his head out the window. There he is right there. See him in the background there. Evidently, he had to tell you about a story that he did yesterday, or late last night. Needless to say, this is a very, very old hotel. There's a community bathroom and a really small room. Maybe we'll get a shot of it later. Needless to say, this is on Main Street, and here's the sign up street. Let's see where you go to. And the street we're on is 10th. And we ate breakfast right over there this morning. Right there at the Durango Diner. We had a real good breakfast in there this morning. What our plans are for today. Oh, let me tell you about the ticket that I got. The hotel manager says while we were staying here this morning that we could park right down the street down here. This is where the train comes by that goes through Durango every morning. And needless to say, we're parked right down there at the corner. You can't really see the truck. But we got a ticket this morning for it. It cost us $3. So right now we're in the midst of checking in that ticket. Let's take a walk down the street here. Needless to say, here's our entrance to the hotel. We're going up the steps here. All the way to the top of these stairways. Now, this is the second floor. We're actually on the third floor. So we got one more to go. And these are our rooms. Shooting down the hallway here. And we'll mosey up to third floor. And there's our bathrooms at the very end of the hall there. And a modern convenience, a Coke machine.
You're out of what? Give me the key.
Go ahead and switch. Oh, we know this guy right here, don't we, folks?
Hi, folks.
There he is. Let's continue on down the path here. Oh, here's the other boys in their room. They're getting ready to go put stuff in the truck, I guess.
Yes,
We're
saddled up.
This is the room here.
We're ready.
It's a famous window we just shot out the street here. So what we'll do is we'll go over to the window. You can go ahead and shoot down the street both ways. Maybe we can get a good view from up here. Let's mosey on over to the window and see what we can get. Oh, and there's a sweetie walking down the street right there. We'll get a shot of her. Somebody hold my feet here. Okay, this is shooting down the street in Durango. And this is the tourist trap, more or less, we could say. Now, what we're going to do here is we're just going to go ahead and shoot down the street. Move. Okay, the boys should be coming out anytime now. Here they come right now. Coming down the steps. Putting all our stuff in the car. There's Davey out in front, and there's Art. And Reggie.
We're sneaking out. We're not paying the bills, Steve.
Sneaking out and not paying the bills is what they're talking about here. This is the back door to the hotel.
Oh, sure.
Shooting up the street.
Never take a picture of me when I come down the stairs.
And there's
Always in
Reg.
the back of the bus.
And they're heading out toward the truck.
Sneaking. Sharon won't forgive me. He'll take care of me.
And there's where we parked, and there's the box cars over there.
Showing the picture of your ticket.
No, we didn't show them the picture of the ticket yet. What I'm doing right now is picking up my bag. That's why the camera's all over the place. And we're walking down the street down here to where the truck is parked. This is where the train comes through on these tracks right alongside of these boxcars right here. We'll be getting a shot of that train later. We were going to ride the train, but the train was going to cost us $32. It was a 8-hour trip, 2.5 hours up. We stayed there for a while, and 2.5 hours back. And we decided it was just a little too many bucks. We wanted to see some more parts of the town and so on and so forth. So what we're going to do is just load now, and then we're going to go around and look at things and see about buying some stuff and so on and so forth. So we'll just go ahead and shoot while we're walking here. There we are, coming over to the back of the truck right now. And we'll swing around.
Keys out of your pocket.
The keys are in my pocket. We'll swing around. We'll probably get Reggie's big face right in the way. Yeah, there he is right there. We'll go ahead and swing in over to here. Shoot this nice looking hill over here. Now, the train station's way down here at the end of the tracks. That makes sense, doesn't it? All the way down there at the end. Way, way, way down there. Yeah, we'll take a good shot of that camper down there. And what we got here is we'll fade back up to the hotel and get a shot of it from the back of the street. That's where the hotel we were at. As you can see, it is a pretty old dude. Trying to put up the door. We're on the way up the mountain. On this, but like I said, we didn't have enough time. By the time we do a lot of other things. Now I'm gonna get a truck in the way. Figures. Well, let me show you the mural on the side of this building over here. Maybe we can get him to explain what this mural is about. He was in the bar last night, and they were telling him about it. Why don't you explain this to us? Quit walking in front of the camera and get over here and talk into my mic.
Okay, well, Jack Dempsey knocked out this gentleman with 10 rounds in this Central Hotel for $50. He won $50 by knocking this gentleman out in 19...
Is there any vehicles coming as I'm crossing the street here? Maybe we can get a shot of the writing on the wall here. Okay, let's go catch up with it. Okay, here we go, folks.
Yeah.
This is the bank.
Shut up the barber.
That was Barbara that just walked past us right then. Okay, folks, here we are at the Stater Hotel, which is right on the corner. Now, this is an old famous hotel too. Really neat architectural stuff in it. I think the boys have already went in there for a drink. Let's mosey on across the street. That's what happens when you get modern vehicles away all the time. Hey, who's that? Oh, it's Reggie. Well, let's mosey in and take a look. Ah, there's my boy Art. And we get the guys to wave to us here.
Oh, this isn't that Cheyenne, Wyoming thing, is it? Like they
I
had
think
on
you should come sit down.
48 hours last night?
I can't hear what you're saying.
Have a beer.
Have a beer.
Have
Oh,
a
okay.
beer.
Well, let's take a shot in here while we're in here.
What, 130 miles?
When was this place established?
1888.
1887. Is this an original bar?
No, it's moved over here about 30 years ago. It used to be able to play in the basement of a restaurant.
Oh, it's moved here 30 years ago, huh?
It's been in existence 100 years.
Oh, okay.
Relocated.
And we got an old player type piano. Ah, we got an old piano over here. What would it cost us to break up the top of that bar?
So what?
I knew she was going to say that. Well, let's swing around and get a little telephone. Neat mirror.
He'd make her quit her job there. Work in the church.
We were just taking a picture, we weren't going to sleep, you know.
I knew you would really get in trouble.
So here we go again. You get me in more trouble by trying to help me. Need to work quick later.
I guess the main reason that this town here now is just a tourist attraction.
Yeah, mainly.
Well, let's suppose you up to the bar here and drink.
What would a man do here is to dictate the tourist around
Nothing?
None of them.
Here's a mural on the side of a building here. Of course, you might know they put it right next to a parking place, so you can't really see it that well. But we'll zoom in and see if we can get part of it. Pretty detailed, really. Okay, let's shoot over here. We've probably got the boys over here somewhere. Stand up first. Another one of the corners right here. All right, here we are at the train station, and there's the hombres standing there at the corner. They're just moseying around town right now. I'll take a shot of the old depot. Here. And of the yard where all the trains are at. Pretty nice old town. I'd recommend anybody come down here to this place. This is really nice. I think Ginger and I'll come back here and ride this train. Take a couple days and come down here and ride this train up the thing, because we've ridden other trains before. So I'd like to come back here and do it. This is really a neat town. Really impressive looking. There's the boys again. Wonder what they're doing. Well, looks like they're going in. I think naturally they sell a lot of stuff inside, souvenirs and stuff like that, so I guess we'll just mosey on in there. Get a picture of the front of the station here with the sign and everything. Our elevation, all that. And he's just coming.
I want you to notice that this beautiful town of Durango does not want you to get on the grass.
Oh, jeez. Okay, here we are, guys. Davey finally found somebody that would sit alongside of him long enough to listen to his woes. Now you could turn his head. I think you could turn his head around a little bit and see if he's sober, will you? Oh, what a nice guy. Looky there, there's Reggie.
Howdy, folks. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. This is hi, Dad. Hi, Mom.
Well, whatever. And here's the Strader Hotel. Nice big old hotel. Really keeping it up to snuff here. It cost 80 bucks.
Yeah, she wouldn't do it. You're gonna give it to her folks.
She bought
What's
it.
that?
She bought one of them real small ones.
Oh, really? What, similar to this?
There you go, just $3.75. I didn't realize your designated driver would distribute you there. There's 4, 5, 15's 20. Thank you.
Thank you.
She got one of them.
Well, here we are again. We're about to take a buggy ride before us around town and find out what town is made up of, and see some scenery down from the town from the top, and find out something about the town. So we'll be.
In that area, particularly U-Road, is some of the prettiest timber. That's a pretty neat area. That's some real high country. Alamosa's real nice, but that's more low desert, you know, and a lot of flat land to ride on, you know.
Last time I got on a horse, I fell off it.
Oh, yeah? Well, maybe flatland's what you want. They just rescued some poor guy that was from Oregon that was up in the Weemanooch Wilderness that had his horse roll over on him. So, you know, sometimes when you get high up there, it can be kind of a problem. 9 times out of 10, though, your horse is going to be real short-footed.
So what's your name anyway?
Oh, I'm Kathy. And this is Lady.
This is Kathy. Uh-huh. And that's Lady.
And that's Lady. That's my
Okay.
girl. So, who are you?
Well, this guy over here is
I'm Davey.
that's
Davey.
Davey sitting over there,
Okay.
and the photographer here is B.J. Tombstone,
Okay.
and I'm an engineer for the phone company.
Oh, okay.
And these two guys back here are going to tell you who they are, because I don't know who the hell they are. They just jumped on here.
They just kind of hung out.
Sorry.
Art? Okay. And what do you do?
Oh, I'm a dispatcher for the pipeline outfit.
Okay. And how about yourself?
Reggie, I'm just a carpenter.
Oh, okay. Just a carpenter. What
Jack
do you do,
of
like
all
framework
trades.
or finished work? Or?
Both, do all. Ground up,
Mm-hmm.
whatever.
That's not bad. Do you do any brick mason work at all?
No.
Or? No.
Bartender and a Harley mechanic.
Yeah? Well, I'll tell you what.
Bon vivant manner, but
You're going to have a Harley, you might as well be a mechanic.
You have to.
You know, now
Well,
I'm
these
not
other
putting
people
Harleys
don't
down
know
because I
about it.
prefer Harleys. Harleys or BMWs. I like BMWs a lot too, and Beezers.
What's the name of
You
that
have to
river
work
right
on it.
here?
This is El Rio de las Animas Perdidas. And what that
What was
means-
that again?
El Rio de las Animas Perdidas.
Which means
The River of Lost Souls.
Ah, the River of Lost Souls.
You can call it the
okay.
Animas. And then you had the Savoy, which is now the General Palmer Hotel. And then the Strader House. It's now the Strader Hotel, but it used to be called the Strader House. And at one time, the guy Mr. Strader that built the Strader Hotel, he'd only built the first section that was like 50 rooms. And then he leased it to this other guy, I can't remember the guy's name. And then where the Diamond Bell Saloon is, this Strader guy opened up a drugstore because that's what he knew how to do. He wasn't really into the hotel business, but he put all this money into building this structure. Well, he got into this feud with this guy he was leasing with, and he didn't like the way he was running the hotel. So what he did was he built the next half of the Strader next door to it, planning on connecting the two of them as soon as the guy's lease was up. And that's pretty much what he did. But he had competition going for this guy for the last portion of his lease. He was like, heck with this. Didn't like the way he was doing business.
that's what they did in Seattle. They built a building like that. And in the old days, they had the thing ended up burning down, so they had so much trouble, and they wanted the sewage ran down to the ocean, and when the waves come back in, it brought
Bring it right back up.
So the toilets were about 4 feet off.
He's got, and this is the larger of the three, and then the other two have seats all this side.
Yeah.
And then he's got a, I think it's a 15 to 20 passenger hay wagon. He's got a 15, it usually takes me that long to find anything going with ski season coming up and everything. So what I do is I like to go up into Vicito to the Weemanooch Wilderness area up there, and I just hang out up there for a couple months if I can. It's all a matter of what kind of finances I'm in with my bills. A lot of times I can arrange through the summertime to pay a couple months up on certain bills I have. And then I just take my 30/30 and go out there and hang. Might take out maybe 1 or 2 motel, nights in a motel room and kick back and watch TV all night long because I don't watch TV all summer. So, might as well have a couple nights of it, see what's on still, and then head out of it. I like these motels because they always have the Nickelodeon channel on,
Came home, he's selling everything home. He's got money for the last 3 years. His girlfriend's going, starting out in Texas, and they're gonna. He's writing a book and outlining all the outlaw trade and stuff.
Oh, really? Now that's pretty neat.
That's where they're gonna live off the horses.
I'll tell you what, the first bank that Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Smelters, they had there was 3 or 4 smelters here in town before the turn of the century. We were known as the Smelter City for a long time. We were going to be the social center of the Southwest, by God. By 1900, we were going to be a metropolis of 25,000 people. We were going to rival Denver now. This is all in the Durango Herald, like in 1890. We grew so fast the first 10 years, they thought nothing could stop us. Otto Mears was bringing all kinds of roads and railroads up into Rico and Telluride and Ophir and all that area. And nobody thought anything could stop it. And then in 1890, they signed the Sherman Act, which caused the government to buy silver for such and such a price, and everybody was booming and everything was great. And in 1893, they repealed that act, and everybody panicked. Even though it wasn't as bad as everybody thought, they panicked. And I think that's when Otto Mears lost his one railroad, and he just got the Silverton Railroad after that, and that eventually went down the tubes too in the early 1900s. But yeah, mining's been very directly involved with us. But today, tourism's a big thing, and the railroad still plays a major part in our industry, and that's just because of tourism.
They're trying to do this in Williams, Arizona. The guy is about 30 miles. He's trying about another 30 miles to go right to Grand Canyon.
Oh yeah?
They're trying to get the town of Williams to be the gateway to Grand Canyon and all that. We went up there and did Western combat shooting too.
Uh-huh.
We were up there checking all that out. But that's the guy trying to do the river. Figured maybe the house would release some of the pressure of all the cars in Grand Canyon.
Well, if they would relieve some of the pressure of the cars, because like from what I understand, Yosemite doesn't allow any cars down in there at all anymore.
Just the smog.
Yeah?
The cedars were dying.
Oh, I can believe that. Oh, Bob's brought the star up. Alrighty. Okay.
Let me get a minute here. Okay, we're in the studios right now. Here's Art, and this gentleman on the left is?
C. Taylor.
C. Taylor. And the two of them are conversing on some possibly art down the line a little bit here. The two of them, the gentleman has just presented art with, let me see what you have there, Art. Hey, that's great. Now, what year do you say that was made in?
1905.
In 1905.
Exactly how I can exhibit it to its best.
Well, I'm sure by being in your house before that I know exactly where you're probably going to put that. Probably right there by the stairway on the left-hand side, if I'm not mistaken.
And it's also going to be very well protected.
Well, I'm sure of that.
And I'm Davey.
There's Davey in there.
Davey in here. He's one of the
And
old
this-
Merchant Marines. We sort of
And we
relived
we
some
had
of our
this
past.
cosmic meeting because this gentleman was described to me by a girl on our carriage ride. And instead of going across the street to drink in a bar, we went down the street. And after we sat down, he walked in the door and I knew who he was. There's something very cosmic going on here.
This gentleman is also trying to preserve the Old West in his art and also in his drawings. And at this time, we're going to cut for a second, and we'll be right back.
Oh, you weren't running before?
No.
This is the last chance.
Last chance salute, I heard it. B.J. Tombstone.
C. Taylor.
C. Taylor, by golly, what you got there?
Well, I got a record for you. I just thought that it sort of would just be something you'd like to have.
What do we got here?
Well, it's an old-time record of all the old-time comedians.
Ah, we darn.
Eddie Cantor, Jimmy Durante, W.C. Fields.
Son, we got, look at that. Georgie Jessel. Look at that, made by Kettle Rations, for crying out loud. You know, back in 1957, when I was in high school, or I was graduating from high school, I used to work for Kettle Rations for I was an assistant chemist in high school. That's pretty good, huh? So that's really commemorative. And that can mean a lot to me, seeing as how that was that many years ago. And naturally, you know, Art back here,
Right.
I mean, he started looking at the
That's
scenery
where I
around
gotta
here.
get my words in now, that this little mini blanket that I have here, authentic antique, was actually given to me by this man, and he thought that Hap, being the sensitive fool
believe
that
this?
he is, would cry a lot if he didn't get something too. This man recognized it right away. He knew he had to take some action.
Very good.
I don't really believe that, but we'll leave it at that point. We're going to get back to this gentleman. I'm sure we're going to do some communications through the mail with this man, and I'm sure he's going to do something. Well, we're about 5 miles out of Durango. This is where we were heading, down that road right there, and Durango is behind us. And this is where we stopped. We went to check out, naturally, some old guns and Canyon collectors. Now, we brought Taylor with us, and evidently he's going to try to get us a good deal here. He knows the gentleman. And over here we got, Reggie just got done taking a picture of Davey. And this is where we're heading into. This guy's got a, I guess this is his house over here on the left. Let's just pan over here to the left a little bit. Neat old time house, man. Just met the dog there. He came out to meet us a couple minutes ago. This is their house. Neat little area out here. Well, let's pan back over and see what's going on over here. We're going to walk inside, see what kind of bargains we can get. Look at all these wagon wheels, will you? Neat old time place. Look at all those racks. So that's all. Well, here we are inside. I mean, this is just fantabulous in here. Fantabulous? This place is just unique. I mean, there is everything you'd want to ever see in this place. And this is a museum in itself. You got to really turn this thing into a museum. We're talking guns, spurs, Indian artifacts, rifles, you name it, and it's here. And it is just unbelievable the things that he has here. And just walls and walls and walls of stuff. I mean, just cases and cases, just beautiful artifacts. Well, this is just one room that we're looking at right now. Just all over the place. Let's look at this case down here. Here's a first place ribbon. This piece of silver right here that was made. I don't know if we're getting that much. I mean, it is just beautiful.
Yeah. One day to buy, yeah. Oh, yeah. Long been out this way.
They've been in these rings for about 15 years. I built this place.
Like a lot, yeah.
And then made every time you're on, how much different it looks when you get down there?
Yeah.
I just shake your head.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's a good place to buy land, though, I really do.
I think you can get some, yeah. I just put my shooting range together out there in Saugus for a guy building a shooting range cover for him. It's an experimental project of forestry trying to put together. He leased the property out to a friend of mine. So I went out and put Ennis, Montana.
Oh, yeah?
Now that arch out front that we saw when we came in is 3,200 racks.
Yeah, I heard
In it.
about, I have some friends up in Ennis, and they told me about it.
Now what he's doing right now is he's building
I lived in Ennis for a couple
a-
of years.
a lamp
Ennis? That's neat, that river.
out of these racks,
I go up.
and he's going to add these racks that are over here to that. So when he gets done, he hasn't got any idea how he's going to put it all together yet.
Mill Creek.
And this is the owner down here
I go
working
up
right
there,
now.
I have more fun than that. I just sit there and catch all them brookies all day.
Swing back over here.
Did you know,
Take a look at this good-looking Indian rug up here.
That little shop out on the edge of town.
I mean, there is more stuff in this than you can shake a stick at, let me tell you.
Yeah.
They still around there?
Really a neat place. Oh, now there's something that catches my eye. Neat shirt, huh?
Yep. You know, actually, the first
Oh, wait a minute, she hasn't got a shirt on. I'm sorry. Geez, let's go back over to the shirt.
shorts out there on the lake with the ice on the lake, you know. The first 2 winters were about like that, going in that last one.
There's a cat. Big cat right there. Deer. And this place is really something else. There's my arrowhead collection right there. There's the top of Davy's hat. Well, we won't look at that. Let's get a far shot. We're up against the back wall right now, shooting down the center. What a place. Well, we got a picture down here on the floor. Is that of anybody, Davy?
There's no title to it.
No title. And naturally, more cases of good stuff. This is mostly China back in here. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to put the camera down. Oh, here's a couple of the boys. Wonder what they're looking at over here.
He left threw my gun in the dirt.
Left your gun in the dirt? Oh, yeah.
Petrified now.
So, but I
Petrified,
walked out this winter, he dropped it and it had been there all winter.
Well, I heard there was a big gun hanging outside out here, so I came out to take a look at it. Now, there's 3,200 racks in this archway right here, and that is just unbelievable. So what we're going to do is we're going to back off and take a picture of this large gun over here. Now, how's that for one? I'll tell you what, I think it'd take all 6 of us to pick that dude up and shoot it. And I sure wouldn't want to have to make the rounds for that. Son of a gun, is that a big one or is that a big one? Well, we're getting ready to head down to the trail, down to the other hotel.
Also, this is the area where Louis L'Amour.
Got a neat setting in the backyard here. No gal friend of mine over in Arizona one time I stopped in to visit her. Got a picture of a mountain lion.
I always wonder where Dr. Doolittle settled his town at. Now I know, huh?
The mountain lion used to sit up there in the rock and watch the cover.
Well, here we are at a rest stop. We're just resting, shed a tear for the country, and take a picture of the scenery around here. Boy, this is one heck of a valley. You're going to see in a second. Got a little friend down here. We've been feeding him pretzels. This is the valley we were talking about. Isn't that pretty? And we got a bunch of little ground squirrels. See them down there? We've been feeding those guys too. Quite a picture. Really pretty, huh? I'm gonna follow this trail down here and see what's down here. Quite a shot, huh? God, is this beautiful. Hopefully I'm getting a good picture of all this. Sure is pretty. Was going to walk all the way out there in the end, but I don't think I'll try that. Well now, I wonder what's going on in here. Let's ask this gentleman right here.
We've got
Who are you?
My name's Norris Steno. I'm a drover at the NWA Ranch. We're having Legends Come Alive drive. There'll be 20 drovers, cattle 65 miles, horseback. What else do you need to know?
Well, just exactly where are all these people that you got here?
Who are they?
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Let me find Gary here.
Where's Gary? Let's just take a look around while he's trying to find Gary.
Come here, Gary.
This must be Gary right here.
This Gary Kangas. He's a drover from British Columbia. Come down to
British Columbia. Glad to meet you, Gary. What can you tell me about this that this gentleman right here hasn't told me?
Well, what should you tell them? We're just recreating a cattle drive from the 1870s.
Okay. Just where did all these people come from? Can you tell me or introduce me to some of these gentlemen around here? Let's find out where they're from.
These are some of the folk.
Now, who's that hombre there with the big glass of beer?
Davey.
That's Davey.
Yeah.
And where is Davey from?
David's from Santa Barbara.
Can you speak up just a little bit?
I'm from Santa Barbara.
Santa Barbara. Now, how'd you get here?
I came with the cameraman.
You came with the camera. Oh, so we've seen this guy before, right?
You are the cameraman.
Uh-huh.
And this is Dee and his wife.
And this is Dee. Wait a minute. And his wife. And where? In your squaw.
Yeah, I'm just tagging along tonight.
Okay. And just where'd you come from?
Houston, Texas.
Houston, Texas. How'd you get here? You drove? All the way? Son of a gun. That's the only way to get here.
Come up to the mountains and down here.
All right. And where did she come from? Did she come with you?
Yes,
You mean you didn't come in separate vehicles?
we almost did. But Blackie the pickup wouldn't go for it.
Oh, that's a shame. Well, I hope you enjoy it. Well, let's meet some more people around here. Who's this guy in the red right here?
This is your mentor.
That's Art.
He's bashful. I've never been here, but shot that pistol louder.
I can't hear you. A little bit louder.
I've never been here before. I've never met these people before. I don't know who they are. I don't know how they got here. I'm glad to be able to ride with them and they can keep up with me.
Oh,
Leave them behind. They chew their own wounds. They lick their own scabs. There ain't no drinking allowed on the trail. What more do you want?
well, I don't know. It sounds like you got it all in hand. Let's see who else we can meet around here. Howdy. And where'd you come from?
Hermosa Beach.
A little bit loud. Hermosa Beach.
Hermosa Beach.
That's what I said, Hermosa Beach. Yeah.
Right next to Sonoma Beach.
Yeah. Now, did you come by vehicle or fly or what?
Came by plane.
Came by plane. Now, what do you think of this drive?
That's the start here.
Well, that's what I wanted to know. And you got any outlooks on what you may be doing yet?
He's no idea.
No idea.
Permanent drag.
Well, wait a minute. This gentleman is cutting in over here.
He's riding drag. He's in drag.
He's riding drag.
He's in drag.
I see. Now this is Daryl over here.
Daryl's a drag queen.
Now, where's he from?
Same place as Gary. I just can't quite remember where.
You can't remember where?
Isn't it Columbia?
Columbia, yeah.
British
What's
Columbia.
your special export from Columbia?
Legal, whatever it is.
Whatever it is, it's legal.
It's legal.
I see.
Well, it depends who you talk to.
What do I think about this drag? Try.
What is a drag, isn't it?
This is your fault. You got me into this. It's terrific. It's looking real good. I think we're having a good time.
All right, let's go meet some more people. See where they're from.
I don't know who this group is at all. I have no idea.
Remember what happened on the last trail boss that didn't pay?
Boy, who's this tall hombre right here?
I don't know, but I feel kind of naked talking to you without my guns, and you got a big black one.
Boy, this guy's tall. Goes all the way from his boots to the top of his head.
Oh, yeah.
Really
A
unusual.
little above the top of my head.
And where are you from?
California.
Whereabouts?
Castro Valley.
Castro Valley.
Northern California.
How'd you get here?
Oh, by way of Nevada and Utah and Colorado.
Now, did we fly, ride, or walk?
Drove.
We drove. I knew I'd miss one. Who's this gentleman over here in the striped shirt? Oh, hey, we got a payoff right here. Oh, that payoff is on film, gentlemen.
Payoff's on film.
You want to introduce me to this gentleman over here, Reggie?
This is Goodnight. Charlie Goodnight.
Charlie Goodnight. How did you get a name like that, sir?
Charlie Goodnight. I was not boring during the day.
Not born during the... It was a good night.
Right. That's where the name of the old Chuck wagon. That's what I got for me, Chuck. Good night.
Oh.
Woodchuck night.
I'll be doggone. And how did you get here?
Yeah. He came in Boeing 747.
Came in
chuck wagon.
747 chuck wagon.
Over here, this guy looks like this history here.
Now we've already got him.
I know, well, let's get some more.
We need.
You got it 5 to 1, you got to give him 5 minutes to get 1 minute.
He's trying to get the tall guys first.
Right.
Well, I'll tell you, we do have some nice tall gentlemen around here. And what do you think of the drive? What are you looking forward to?
The challenge.
Challenge.
Just completing the drive.
Just completing the drive. Do you have doubts?
All the viewers out there that have never been on one of these, they should try it just one time. They have no idea what there is. It's not a
And he
trail
didn't
ride.
punch that doggy.
Doggies? I thought we couldn't use that word.
Oh, we couldn't afford cattle for this drive. We're driving doggies. Hit the local
I think
crowd.
maybe we ought to get introduced to somebody else here. One of you gentlemen introduce me to some of these gentlemen over here.
Sure. Right here. Right, follow me.
I'll just walk this way.
This is John.
I noticed when I walked up to John, he sort of chucked his chest out and took a deep breath like,
John Henry.
I want to know when the cameras are here.
No, this is John Henry. That's Jerry Henry. They're twins, but this one's better looking.
twins, but that one's better looking.
Which one's the better looking?
And where are you gentlemen from?
I'm from San Diego.
San Diego. And?
Orange County.
Orange County. Now, how'd you gentlemen get here?
Airplane.
Both of you? And what are you looking forward to on this drive?
Fun.
Fun.
Good time. Good time and relaxing.
Good time. Who's the gentleman in the middle here?
That's Cody Kroger.
Who's that?
Cody Kroger.
Bill. Okay, I need to get you a little bit louder.
Well, that's about as loud as I
About as loud as you're
You
going to
gotta
get?
get closer.
Okay. And how'd you get here?
Drove down this morning, been here up since 2 this morning and hauled a couple horses down. It's, Dan and I have been putting on these drives for 6 years now.
6 years you've been putting this on.
It's 24 drives.
I think so. I've
24
lost
drives.
track.
Do you have now, do you have fun on every one? I'm sure there's something different on every time you go out, right?
Everyone is different, yet everyone's the same. For some reason it works out that way.
Let's put it into good words, I can imagine.
Asking this guy.
Now, who we got these two over here?
Oh, you guys are on camera.
I'm on the camera.
You're on the camera. Why don't you tell me what your name is?
My name is Paul.
And where are you from, Paul?
Denver.
Where?
Denver.
Denver?
You bet.
Oh, local boy.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, originally.
And who's the gentleman next to you here?
JD. I'm JD.
JD? Where are you from? Portland.
Dakota.
Oh, okay. And how'd you guys get here?
I'm working with Mr. Dakota.
Oh, okay. And you?
Followed him.
You followed him? Wow. Oh, okay. You guys are looking pretty good. You guys know any other these drovers around here you can introduce me to?
The only guys I know.
All cleaned up.
Now, who are we talking to? These gentlemen right here? With the buckskin hat on. Well, why don't you go over there and introduce me to them?
Help him out. Video camera.
I don't know how those things work.
Well, just stay where you're at. All right. Because I got to telephoto on this, so I can zoom out anytime I want.
Oh, all right.
And how long have you been doing this?
Oh, off and on for quite a few years.
Now, what's quite a few years?
I've been fooling with horses since I was a kid.
Since you were a kid?
Yeah, I'm talking 8, 10 years old.
Oh, so okay, so this gentleman must be at least 35
At least, yeah.
since he's been doing this. And what do you think about this?
The only way to go.
Only way to go.
The way of life.
You enjoy it every time you go out?
Oh, yes, definitely. This,
So
this is where it's supposed to be done.
So you're going to continue to do it for quite a while then?
I'm going to try to beat Irv's record. I think he's up to about 10 or 15 drives. I'm going to try to beat his record.
What are you up to right now?
Oh, it'll be 4.
4? I'm sure you can do it.
Oh, yeah.
Now these gentlemen behind you over here, do you know these gentlemen?
I was just introduced to them, yes. I hadn't met them before.
You haven't met them? Well, let's go over and see if we can find out who they are. Excuse me. I need to do a little interview. Don't get any closer to the camera. Why did everybody fade? All of a sudden I'm looking at white walls. Except him. I got him on camera.
We're not on the track.
Well, that's all right.
We're past.
You're past
Not
what?
present.
Past present. Past present. Are you on the drive, sir? Who are you?
My name's Russ.
Russ, where are you from?
Denver.
Denver. Is this your first drive?
Yes, it is.
I was going to ask you how you got here, but you probably walked, right? I mean, you're close enough, right?
Colorado Springs, Pueblo.
Okay, so this is going to be your first one. What do you think about it so far?
Well, it looks like it's straight out of Paint Your Wagon so far.
You been doing any riding, getting ready for this or anything?
No, I haven't.
You haven't gotten ready at all? No exercising?
Yes, I've been exercising.
You're walking around the block at night and all that?
No, I do these exercises at the gym.
Oh, okay. Well, let's mosey on down here and see who else we can meet. Well, this looks like a good group of guys down here. Maybe we can ask this gentleman right here on my right if he can introduce me to these gentlemen down here. We'll just jump right in the middle of this conversation, see if we can butt in right in the middle of it here.
This gentleman here would like to interview you. I've seen you at the end of the trail.
Jim Rogers.
Jim Rogers, nice to meet you. Dave.
Jim Rogers, say hello to the camera for me.
How are you?
Where are you from, Jim?
Scottsdale, Arizona.
Scottsdale, Arizona. Now, how'd you get?
Out of the west.
And how'd you get here?
I drove my Suburban.
Drove your Suburban.
Pretty good pony.
Pretty good. Hey, that sounds good to me. Who's the gentleman there alongside of you?
They better introduce himself.
My name is Phil Lawrence from Fremont, California. That's East Bay, San Francisco East Bay.
And how'd you get here?
For the first time. I flew the Silver Bird.
Silver Bird.
Yeah,
And this is...
had a little colicky feeling doing that. I like my feet on the ground or my backside on a horse, but we got here.
Now let me ask you two gentlemen, have you done any riding before?
Oh yeah.
I only got a one oh yeah here.
Pardon?
Well, did you do any riding before?
Oh yeah, I used to rodeo a little.
Oh, okay, so
I've
you
been
guys...
a cowboy aficionado since about that high.
Oh, well, gee whiz. And these two guys ought to be real familiar with what's going on. Now, this is your first drive?
Yeah, this is the first one on the MW Ranch, yeah.
Okay. Now, you told these two gentlemen across the way here with?
Yeah, I'm Jemison Bashir from San Francisco. And I came out on the loneliest highway in the United States, Highway 50, to bought a Volkswagen bus. But we got here. We're interested in having a good time, doing some riding and shooting, and reliving the old west.
And who's the gentleman over here to your right?
He's my nephew.
That's your nephew.
What?
No, he's probably the youngest one on the drive then.
Yeah, he is. Can't drink yet.
Can't drink yet. Well, that probably makes him the youngest one. Well, let's just mosey around and see what else we can see. You guys have a good time. I'm sure we'll see you on the trail somewhere.
Thank you.
Okay?
All right. Is there anybody hustling drinks?
Let's just look around here. You guys sign the papers for the grove over here. I think what we're going to do is we're going to mosey on down and see if we can see some of the guys signing up for the drive itself. We can get through the crowd here. Introduce me to this gentleman right here.
Waco. I've never seen her on a horse.
This is Waco?
This is our friend Waco from Hawaii.
From Hawaii.
In my canoe.
Hawaii. That sounds real good. And how'd you get here? I take it you had to fly, right? Too far to drive, I'm sure. But your tire's wet. Now, is this going to be your first drive too?
Yeah, my first one.
First one, huh? You're looking forward to it?
He walked up to the bar and said,
Okay, we'll see you on the trail then.
I saw
Herb Sanger on the tape. You want to?
What's that?
Herb Sanger. It's hard to
Ah, and who's this gentleman?
Yeah. About what? Well, you can tell him about anything you want to. I have nothing to tell him. What do you want to know?
Why don't you tell me anything you know?
He's been on 11 drives.
He's been on 11 drives. Boy, oh boy. Now, starting what year? How long ago?
About 5 years ago.
About 5 years ago. And you enjoy it every time, right?
Right.
That's what I've been hearing from all these guys. What got you into this?
No, we're just the idea to get out, do something that's new and different that most people don't do. You meet a lot of nice people, and you have a lot of fun. A lot of hard work too. He was in the Marine Corps.
He was in the Marine Corps? Well, that's okay.
What was your rank? Well, from up private to first lieutenant, take your choice.
So you plan on doing this from now on until whenever you want to give it up?
How old you are? 73.
73? Geez, that means, besides the camera being the oldest man, I got somebody that's older than I am. Son of a gun. I'm going to have to tag along behind him then, huh?
He'll show you.
You'll show me? Okay, that's good. Listen, let me ask one of you gentlemen, we can get down there and maybe take a picture while they're talking down there and maybe take a picture of somebody signing the drover's contract and so on. Could you clear that for me?
I don't know. Let's see. You got one more.
I'm not going to make any noise. I just like to film it.
Just go ahead and film it. Just go ahead and film it.
Okay. Why don't you introduce me to these two gentlemen?
Well, that's Bill DeKroger on the left. He's a trail boss, and that's Ron Allen.
Can you get a little bit louder?
That's Bill DeKroger on the left. He's a trail boss, and the gentleman on the right is Ron Allen. He's a Comanche Indian, and he's with Ramrod, and they're talking to Art Crawford, who's signing up, going to put his name on the drover's back.
Now, why do they do this? What is the principle behind it?
This is what they did in the old days. They wanted to sign on, they had to complete the drive, and they wanted their commitment. Cowboys, when they gave their word or put their X or their mark, they were committed for the full drive, and they always completed it, for the most part.
Now, does he take each person one by one and introduce himself and question each man?
He gets to know the drover, and if they have any questions, now's the time to ask him, because if he asks a question and he said, no, you can't do this or that, and he said, well, you can't go. You know, that's the drover makes up his mind whether he wants to go under the conditions that the trail boss says.
I see. Maybe we can get with these gentlemen later and get a formal introduction so we can get them right on film.
All right.
And
I think you're going to cut it off now.
Okay, what we're doing right now is we're filming the signing of the drover onto the books and the insurance policy is to sign that. Now they're signing this with an old-fashioned pen, ink-dipping pen. There's going to be briefed on exactly what's going on. Asking me any questions. The drover that I want to ask. Ramrod and Bill. We'll just cut it right here. Let these gentlemen go ahead with what's going on. Each drover has to do this.
Are we gonna sit here? Here's two spots here.
I think ladies in there.
We can sit here.
Gentleman right there. I guess that's Bill's son. Let's just cut it right now and sit down and get us something to do. We'll be back shortly. By the way, this is going to be our trip. I haven't met her yet. Hopefully we'll get a close-up of her later and ask her some questions. She's going to be running the chow line. She says she doesn't know we're filming her right now. Here comes dinner. What is that we're serving there?
Salisbury steak.
Salisbury steak. Here.
hope so.
You shouldn't have said that. I'll have next Saturday. I've got them, but I left it, I ran off and left it again.
Still should appreciate you. The day's finally arrived, and I hope you're ready. We're ready. I'd like to welcome you on behalf of NW Ranch to Los Angeles Cattle Drive. I promise you this will be an experience unlike any other you've ever had. I don't care how many cattle you think you should lose. Ranch work is not good nothing like this. You think you have, but don't prejudge what's going to happen out here. I can't prejudge it. I don't know what's going to happen. On occasion, we've wrecked each of the 3 vehicles we have on this drive. Our herds are running us from daylight to dark. We've got lost, wandered, hunted for water, hunted for grass. I don't know what's up there now. That's why I ride Scout on mine.
They used to run the perfect story.
We'll find out when we get on the trail. But I can promise you that thank you. And I can promise you that it's going to be tested. Try the same degree as everybody else. There's no big ranch. I told you, look, it ain't no lesson. We're going to run on the best schedule we can. Things happen. We get off schedule, we're just off. We miss some meals, we'll catch it later. We miss some sleep, we'll catch it later. But I'll guarantee you one thing. We're going to pick up a herd of cattle, range cattle, and we're going to deliver them trails in safely. If you think it's going to be easy, forget it. If you think that the people up here at this table are going to wait on you, forget it. Or if you think that we're not here to help you, you can forget that too, because that's what we're here for. You've signed on to be a functional part of the trail crew. Not guests, not clients. You're a functional part of the trail crew. Very important. You'll find out this week how important you are. Now, we were just driving some cattle out here across the open prairie. We didn't have to keep them at night. We didn't have to find water. We didn't have to find grass. We didn't have rough country to go through. Sure, 3 or 4 cowboys can probably move this herd. And I'll tell you right now, I don't know the size of the herd. So if you heard a size, forget it, because you don't know either. I don't know. Somewhere between 160 and 200 head I think. It could be more. You're going into some country that you've been told, and we're told, couldn't put cattle from. Those of you that have been on drives before, I think you know what I'm saying. Exactly. Not blow blue smoke anymore. You signed that Drover's pact, and you did in fact sign on the drive. Now those of you that haven't, we'll catch you later. I'm sorry, we get to talking in there and get carried away. Well, I don't. The ramrod does. We'll get around everybody before the evening's out. I want to introduce the staff, NW crew. Incidentally, this classification that you have, drover, is universal for all drovers. I don't care where you come from, or who you are, or what you've done, how much money you got, how much money you don't have. You're all drovers. I don't care whether you're male or female. Doesn't make a bit of difference. We're not going to differentiate one to the other. Everybody's going to pull his own weight. You sign that thing inside, you didn't read what it says. Before I introduce the people that are here, I want to give a little recognition to somebody who's not here. We're doing the easy part here. All year long, the lady sits in the office up at the ranch. She's the one that sends all this stuff to you. She's the one that tries to keep your records straight, asks you to send in forms, or keep the dates on them, don't send them in on time or ignore them. You expect service from us. He's the one that buys all the food, works out all the menus, handles the Forest Service here. She's made some tries. Somebody can run the ranch before she goes back. Some of you know Mary Jane, some don't, but I can tell you that what we're doing here tonight is a culmination of what she does. I don't do anything. I do right about her. These people do work. And we go to ranch. Probably got as good a staff on this particular ride that we've had. More experience, more ability, more dependability, more dedication to the spirit of the drive. That's what it's all about. The El Segundo and wagon boss, Cody the Crow. Ramrod, Ron Allen, down the end. Oceanera, Kenny Heiser, right here. Camp boss, he's been behind me all the time, so take a swipe at me. You gotta get him too. J.D. Talking, right? Wrangler is my good friend Jim Messner over here. Joining the crew this time, our little Mary Wendy King. Also honored tonight, the present gentleman who has made more of these drives than anybody except me. First and foremost, top hand, and then we do the boss of the shootout, Herb Sager. Very pleased tonight, our spring camp boss came down just to help us out this weekend. Paul Sager right there. I'd also like to mention that we want to thank Tammy Lichtenberg and her Alamo and staff. They do a nice job for us. If you haven't seen the marquee outside while we're all listed on it, we welcome you into the Ranch Grove. And then for various and sundry reasons, much too numerous to mention, I'd like to give my personal thanks to Norris Dillon. Also, I'd like to introduce Nancy Braden and her staff from ABC TV News. They're going to be with us tonight, of course, and a couple, 3 days this week. The slightest idea what they're doing. I'm not sure they do, but I think they do. Also, we're very pleased tonight to have some folks with us. We made a total of 5 drives, is that correct? You made 2 and she made 3. So they got a little experience. Which Mrs. Dennis Emery from Santa Barbara, California. And the other introductions that I want to make are the important ones, because I want to introduce you to each other. Don't stand up. Directly for I'm just going to call your name out where you're from and hold your hand up. Nobody will remember anybody. Particularly Art. Art, I don't know where he is right now. That's Art Crawford from Crestline, California, right there. Tom Jensen from Castro Valley, California. Gary Kangas from Victoria, British Columbia. Reggie the Apache Kid Byron from Deer Park, California. Brent Geller from Honolulu, Hawaii. Really in Texas. Really in Texas. Is that right? Right, Waco, Texas. That's right. Waco, Texas. That's a nickname of Waco. Remember that better than the rest. I remember. Warren Dawson from Goleta, California. There. Johnny Hendrick, is that Jamal? Hummel. Well, where is California? C.L. Happ, Crestline, California. Beach, California. Captain David Connor, Oxnard, California, in the deep sea. And from Aurora, Colorado, a guy who drives airplanes, Russ Miller. Jemison Bashir in San Francisco, California. Most of you know Norris Dental from Toledo, Ohio. Klinger's uncle. You know who Klinger is. You've ever watched the match. Gene D. Sawtell from Border, Texas. And the rest of these Sawtells, WL from Border, Texas. Bill Lawrence, Fremont, California. Dave, tell me your last name.
Lotsbeach.
I was close. David Lotsbeach, San Francisco. See, I ought to be able to pronounce that.
No, that's all right, everybody has trouble.
Well, I have the same trouble. I've been asking Jones or anything all my life, but nobody can pronounce it Kroger. They all say Die Kroger, and it's dumb because they say Diesel. Kathy Perkins from Quincy, California. Good Texas. Nita Sanders from Midland, Texas. This is going to sound like I'm redundant here. Pat Sherritt from Denver, Colorado. Pat Sherritt from Quincy, California. You Saggers aren't the only one that can do that. Very pleased to have all of you here. We'll get to know each other maybe sometimes better than we want to before we reach over. We, MW, really appreciate the fact that a lot of people come back on this drive. We frankly have a repeat rate that's about 35–36%. We like to kind of signify that repeat attendance participation in some minor manner. I'd like to present an award tonight. It's his second drive with us. It was last year. Norris Denham, would you come up and get your award, please? I don't know, somebody had to read this for him, but Ron Allen, will you come get yours, please? These fellows will tell you all about all the war stories of the drive they made. Let me tell you that there'll be some similarities. Previous drives they've made and yours. They won't be the same. We're in our last drive of our 5th year in this series, and I can tell you, Berkeley Street, we've never had 2 drives the same. Everything changed. Terrain, cattle, weather conditions, drovers, the problems we had. As I said, don't prejudge on a perception basis our early impression. You're going to have an experience that nobody else in the world is ever going to have. One drive, just one. The methods that we'll use will be similar to the other drives. The methods are the same that we used on the Goodnight 11, Shawnee, the Sedalia, the Chisholm, because they're the methods that work. We're going cross-country for this herd. We're not driving down the roads. We're not going through fences. We may see some Forest Service drifting. We're going to live off the land as far as the stock's concerned. And we're going to take care of the stock first. Cattle are cattle. They're not pretty. not smart, but they're our first primary consideration. All of them. We get more drovers, we get more staff. And we're going to leave here Monday with somewhere around $250,000 in beef. That's a responsibility. You're a vital part of that responsibility because you're going to be entrusted with that beef. They head it one end of the trail to the other. These cattle are going up. They're actually going to the River Valley Range, coming off short grass in this country. I understand it's somewhat of a mixed herd, but there are some longhorns in the herd. Primarily they will be exotic type cattle rather than English breed. We found out that thoroughbreds and it's going to take about 5 minutes now so that you can do whatever you want to do. And then we'll turn it over to Phil Manowski because I think he's really got something on board. He kind of sets the hair on what we're going to do this week.
We have 3 good shows for you today and a parade this afternoon. First, we have a few safety rules you have to go by. One is anything you have of value, don't stick it beyond that rope. Not even your fingers, because these guys will bite it, stamp on it, spur it, kick it, shoot it, and burn it. So keep everything behind the rope, that's your safety bag. Second rule is everyone on the bleachers must sit down. Our insurance company absolutely forbids people to stand because you get excited and step back. So please sit down, don't stand up during the show. We'll have to stop the show and ask you to sit down. The first group you're going to see today, this morning, is the Gunfighters of the Old West. The second group will be on at 1 o'clock, will be the California Gunfighters, and the last show today will be Marshall Cimarron and the Oak Creek Gang. Saturday between those last two, we'll have the parade. We hope to have over 180 characters out there. And now that you've got all the information, I'll turn you over to the Gunfighters of the Old West, their president, Brad Bingham.
All right, thank you, Ben. All right. My name is Brad Bingham. We are Gunfighters of the Old West. Folks, if I might have you all come out and line up and let the audience have a good look at you. Come on now, don't be bashful, don't be bashful. So, how many of you are from Tombstone? One, I see one. Oh, there's 2. All right. Where's the rest of you from?
California!
Well, that's where we're from. Yes, sir. Fremont, California. Fremont, huh? There he is. Minnesota, there we go. Michigan. Pennsylvania. The East Coast. All right, great. Glad you all could make it. This is the first time you've been here? 2 times. 2 times. Saigon, you said. All right. So this is the first time you all have been here, right?
Yeah.
For some of you. All right. Well, let's hope you enjoy the shows here. Okay. We are, as I said again, Gunfighters of the Old West, and we are dedicated to the research reenactment of the Old West. As you can see, our members try very hard to acquire clothing, if not buy it, but have it made to authentic as possible to the time period. We would like at this time to give a small demonstration of the blanks that we use. Our Sergeant-at-Arms, Sellers, loads our own blanks. There we go. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, these are rather dangerous blanks. Each of our for our performers. The guns we use are real. Some of them replicas, modern day replicas. Others are actual pieces from that period. Let's see one here. Smith & Wesson, Model 3. Model 3 Smith & Wesson, can we see yours, sir? Okay, Model 3 Smith & Wesson from that time and period. Okay. Today we would like to start off with a presentation. We're going to take you back to Kansas City. At the time when Marshal Hickok, Wild Bill Hickok, was marshaled at and a particular altercation which took place with saloon owner and gambler, Mr. Phil Coe. And we thought we would just go right into it at this time, and we'll do, we have several different shows that we're going to do, that we'll do the introductions to all our cast of characters at the very end. I'd like to give my thanks to Mr. Ben Trawick.
James Butler Hickok, better known as Wild Bill, is a legendary name in the history of the western frontier. Men such as Hickok survived by being shrewd, quick, and when necessary, deadly. Instant action in the face of danger was vital, but sometimes had unexpected consequences. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, return with us now to Abilene, Kansas, October the 5th, 1871, as the gunfighters of the Old West bring to you Wild Bill Hickok, Phil Coe, Mike Williams, and others in another true episode from the history of the westward movement.
Yeah, boys.
Gunfighters of the Old West are taking you back into history, back to Abilene, Kansas, the queen of the countdown.
Scores of Texas Longhorns are driven up the Chisholm Trail to this town of Abilene. With them come the fun-loving, six-gun packing Texas cowboy. These cowboys find pleasure in boldly parading our wooden boardwalks, shooting off their pistols and making peaceful citizens turn tail and run. They drink the trails out from their black throats with shotgun whiskey and dance the saddle sores from their leathery eyes to the honky-tonk balloons. This cattle season in Abilene is the wildest on record. To ensure order
gonna be any trouble. Here comes Mike Williams to help the marshal.
Did you get Reggie dead in the grass over here? He's no fool.
Okay. Just a quick introduction of cast characters real quick. Oh, thank you, sir.
What a gentleman.
Hey, that's my deputy. Playing Mike Williams. Yes, Reggie Byram. Right there. Playing the dude, Mr. Richard Draga. Texas Cowboys, Bill Lawrence, Dan Coleman, Don Jensen, Cliff Apple, David Lasky, Jim Victor, Towns ladies. I'm out of breath. Towns ladies, Jerry Chapel and Marcia Schaefer. And playing our saloon gal, Donna Holland. There we go. Okay. Oh, and Mr. Norm Sellers, who was not in this past one, but he'll be in a future play. There you go. Okay. What we'd like to do now, I forgot. Forgive me. Yeah, well, I killed him. That's why I forgot all about this guy. Played my foe, Phil Coe, Mr. Steve Armstrong. Sorry, Steve. Okay, what we'd like to do now is a little skit for your entertainment. Why don't you go ahead and take your places, folks? This particular one has a little bit of comedy to it. Hopefully you will like it. It is called My Sister. And then after that we'll get to the grand finale of the OK Corral. So I hope you'll enjoy it. And we'll see you in just a moment.
me? No, put that gun down. You don't want to shoot me. Just put that back. You just stole my sister. Let's do this gentleman-like. Let's be gentlemen. I don't know. Let's just have one of them duels like they have back east. Let's duel. Well, we stand back to back and I count to 3, and then. Damn cowards! What are you doing? We're supposed to be over there. Yeah, you're supposed to be over there. I was. No, you're not doing it right. Now listen to me. You got to turn around. Turn around now. No, the other way. You get me, you got to turn around. We got to do it back to back. Okay, now you turn around. Okay, now you ready? Yeah. On the count of 3, we turn around and fire. 1, 2, 3. Damn coward, get it again! What you doing over there? I was over there. You just forget that damn duel. That ain't no good. Just trying to trick me. Now, I'll tell you what to do. Back up right out there. Right here? There. Right there. I'm going over there. Yeah? You can count to 3, right? Sure, I went to the 3rd grade. I can count to 3. You count to 3. We just count to 2. Okay, I can do that. Okay. Now you get over there. Don't shoot me in the back. I won't do that. I can't do nothing right. All right. You ready? I'm ready. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Shot that man! You shot that man! You got the way of my skin! I told you you can't do nothing right! I can pull my gun back. Right, idiot, what? That guy over there! You got to do it like this. You pull that back. You shoot. Because you just feel it over your gun. You don't pull it back. You don't let it go. You shot that guy over there. It's too many. You got to do it like this. What in the world? What's going on out here? What have we been laying on the ground for? We're having a duel. What are you boys doing? We're having a duel here. We're not. We just had a couple drinks. Over here, shot everybody. Okay, you boys are under arrest. Oh, yeah? Give me your guns, boys. Buddy. Oh. What are we gonna do now about a bullet? I tell you what, let's go over to your bar. I'll buy you drinks. Maybe I take you up and date my sister. All right, let's go.
Enjoy the show. And if you have any questions
Tombstone.
About Tombstone, certainly there's plenty of people here. They can answer your questions. If you'd like to ask our own crew about costumes or the guns they have, certainly be welcome to. And if you want to take some photographs, I'm sure they'll all stand for it after the show. So we hope you enjoy it.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me have your attention, please. This is Clum, John Clum, mayor of Tombstone speaking. Word is sent to me that Ike Clanton is in the city of Tombstone, brandishing a Winchester rifle and threatening to kill the Earp brothers or their friends on sight. If you will remember, it was one of the Clanton bunch that murdered our city marshal last year. If you should see this man, do not attempt to disarm him yourself, but report his whereabouts immediately to Town Marshal Virgil Earp.
He's looking for the earth.
Looking for me, I?
Here's Virgil, Brother Morgan.
God can't do this to me.
Disarmed, I clap.
You want to break the fight right now? Right now?
Here comes Wyatt.
If I had a gun, I'd fill you full of that. What's going on here, Brian? This guy pushed back down the street. All right, what happened? Everybody around here.
It's bad, real bad.
Let's get him over to Judge Wall.
Clanton's got friends in Tombstone.
Come on! I got friends
They
in this
won't stand
town.
for much of it.
Get in there. Get on in there.
Tom McClary.
Quiet!
He's called out to Wyatt.
Don't speak up behind me like that, Tom. I saw what you did, Di. You
This
can't
won't
get
be
away
any
with
problem.
this. You see what happened tonight? The same thing's gonna happen to you. Now go your way. Get out of here. Friends in town. My brothers ain't gonna like this. Your brothers. Are you healed? No, I ain't healed. Then you best get him.
And it's done. Pistol whip him and leave him lying in the gutter as a harsh warning to others. And this is but the opening chapters in the impending tragedy. It's 2 o'clock. Tombstone, Arizona's quiet today. The wind whistles past her adobe buildings, but nothing moves. There's a fight building. A fight's been building for weeks.
Tom!
Last night, Doc Holliday told Ike Clanton he'd kill him. Well, today they'll get to the killing. Virgil arrested Ike about 2 hours ago, but Ike's out on bail.
We gotta get to him. You're taking over this town.
Look there. Sheriff Bean talking with Frank McClary at the rear entrance to the OK Corral.
Hey!
And there's his brother Tom,
Bud, best give up your gun.
William Claiborne, Billy Clanton,
I don't want none of that.
and there he is, Ike Clanton himself. Makes 5. 5 that looks like they're armed.
You are? I'm not armed, Johnny.
They're waiting, just waiting for some sign of the Earp.
Yeah? I'll keep ready to leave
But no one comes. Maybe the Earp party won't show at all. Clanton's got friends in town, but the Earp's got that citizens committee backing them. Tombstone split, split in half. And there they are. It's them, all right. There's Virgil up the march. No missing a shotgun he's carrying. Wyatt's on the right, Brother Morgan on the left.
The courage to pistol whip my brother turning theirs.
There's going to be trouble in Tombstone today. Doc Holliday.
Frank, I'm asking you one more
Doc
time.
Holliday up to?
Meet me in my office. I don't want to have any more trouble. We'll take care of the herd. Cowboy. Sober enough.
Sheriff Bean. Talking to Marshall.
I don't believe it.
Trying to keep away from the Clan McClary. But they're not going for it. Wyatt, Virgil, Morgan.
I'm sheriff here.
Going up against the cowboy. And Ike Clanton's getting a little bit nervous. You don't want a killer like Doc Holliday in this trouble, that's sure. But he's in it anyway. 30 feet. My God, how far are they going to go? 20 feet. 10 feet.
Throw off your hands. I want you to put it in the right. No, don't do that.
45 seconds.
You get out of here now, off the street!
Past the hour of 2 on a cold October afternoon in Tombstone, Arizona. 3 men are wounded, 3 dying, and Ike Clanton has run from a fight that he's wanted for so long. And you've seen it. You've seen the gunfight at the OK Corral.
I seen it! I seen enough people when they behind. Get out of here!
Playing Morgan Earp is Jemison Bashir. Playing Wyatt Earp is Steve Hellstrom. Playing Virgil, the ever-mature Mr. Virgil Earp is Doris Miller. Is Cliff Chappell. Playing McClary, played by Bill Lawrence. Too much running around here. Playing Sheriff Behan is Richard Drago. Playing Ike Clanton will be, or is dead now. Jim Victor. Playing, I'm out of breath here. Playing Billy Clanton is David Lotspeech. 19 years of age when he died. Playing Chris Fuller is Reggie Byram. Playing the bartender in the saloon is Mr. Don Jensen. And playing Tom McClary is Stan Coleman. All right, thank you very much.
Tell the rest of Tombstone story from Tombstone Picturama. As the West last untamed mine town, Tombstone was filled with big dreams and colorful characters, including gamblers, gunmen, miners, lawmen, and even respectable citizens. These characters come alive in the 27-minute-long Picturama, which combines film and actual moving figures in an action-packed reenactment of the high points in Three Stones Pass. Your whole family will enjoy the Hit-Turama, which is presented every hour next door to the OK Corral. See it now.
Yeah, he was only 19 years old.
Oh, here's Ike. Here's Ike.
The most famous gunfighter Western Britain.
Okay, corral that we're shooting right now. And this is how they were supposed to have been positioned during the fight.
Oh, that's right, you were standing.
I already told you, you gotta leave town. Peaceful like, or I'm gonna run you into jail. Now quit bothering these people. Stay away from the ladies.
He says she comes with a bottle. She forgot her face.
Yeah, is that any way to talk to a man on his wedding day? Get married? Get her right there, ain't she? God, you
That pink's pretty up there, that lady's pink with the white trim.
Well,
Ooh,
if
so
you
is
would
that brown.
just take a look, you'd see that I'm a fine, upstanding citizen of this community, and I do pay cash. Remember that, I do pay cash. As long as you pay cash, and it's good enough. Marshal, you gonna take him to jail? Bring him over here. Okay, I'll go get rid of her.
Oh, yeah. She said she's gonna marry you.
Not me.
Well, you better put that one there. She's gonna marry you.
Hey, wait a minute. What? You're gonna marry me? What man? You show me that man. I suppose you're a father. I think you better leave town before you get hurt. Now I'm asking you to leave town before I have to take you to jail.
Wait a minute.
That's you, Ken Fletcher?
Is anybody from California here?
Yeah.
California?
California.
We have an announcement for everybody from California.
Oh, yeah?
We have a 2100
You have to leave, we need parking spaces.
Leave, they need parking places.
Gray-headed guys like this. There you go.
Well, just shoot the Flatlanders and we'll be okay.
Before that lady beats you up and hurts you. She's mean. She don't like you. I'm trying to help you.
I've done nothing to nobody.
Now you said you was getting married. Now where is he? I don't see him.
I don't either. He left town, honey.
Well, you better leave town before you get hurt. I don't know, you gotta ask her.
That's the lady that won first prize last night. That's who that is. The lady in the long brown is the one that won first prize last night.
Wait a minute here.
Yeah.
There's the one
You come
right
here.
there. Wait, there he is. Look, if you don't have money. You hear that?
Wait a minute. Did you offer to marry her? Well, you can't do that. Are you a Mormon? Then you can't have two wives. It's against the law.
Then you gotta marry me. Did you say you were gonna marry me? She called me a witch.
Where's your wife?
Marry her.
That's your wife? You want to get rid of that good-looking woman or that ugly one?
Where'd you go?
I went right over here.
Did you hide?
Is there a hole in your head?
You trying to hide?
No, Marshall got sent me to jail, and I had to fill out all the necessary applications. Wait a minute. I already told you you gotta leave. Are you leaving town or I have to take you to jail? No, I'm not leaving town. And that woman you saying?
Thank you for protecting me. I want you to know that.
They're all nice.
Whatever.
You just have to be the apple of my eye.
I can't marry you. I'm sorry. Because he came back. I promised to
Smell like it.
We've never done this before together. Never. Well, we've done it a couple of times.
If I give you one there.
But as long as we keep ice from not dancing, we'll be okay.
Don't believe me. Always act like this and get trouble. That's all they cause. Trouble. Don't believe a thing they say. Honest me.
Why couldn't you take this?
You're not big trouble, sir.
That one? I look so far behind Lake Kansas City and the past that I had earned. Many notches on my 6-gun mark, the lessons I had learned. I'd shoot him now. Is this band
Don't
boy
you sing.
Let me show you something.
Yeah, we'd like to see it.
I hate that, man. I hate that.
All right, everybody ready to start?
If it wasn't for the fact that bullets cost so much, I'd kill him now.
What?
You heard me.
Newspaper man.
There's still some here. Isn't that for you?
Tommy, the newspaper.
I can tell you're thirsty.
Come on. Streets of Tombstone. Legal with that in a house in Tombstone.
That just goes to show how much sense you got.
Don't follow me.
It was befriended by the local marshal. However, as they awaited his pardon, he was hide out from the money-hungry bounty hunters.
Our same show.
Howdy, Rody.
People's
Well,
new
shoot
ads.
howdy, Marshal.
Sure.
I didn't see you made it back in town. How you doing? Very good. Things are coming along just fine. Your store's looking real good. Thank you. I got this telegram come down from the Capitol today. Yeah? The governor's coming in tomorrow. He's going to sign your reprieve. You've been pardoned. Well, that's great. All those years of worrying and hiding out, you can't know how I feel. I feel like celebrating. Why don't you and I go over to Miss Cinnamon's and have us some suds? Sounds good. My horse threw a shoe and I gotta go check it out at the livery stable. I'll meet you over there. Thanks again, Marshal. I'll see you there. Good to see you. Congratulations. Tyler?
Cimarron? Cimarron? Hey, Cimarron? No. Come on.
What
Been a long time.
About the road.
I ain't seen you since we did that job up in Waco.
We can't talk about things like that around here. I'm the law in these parts.
I'll be hornswaggled, him the law.
I heard about your wife. Come down the line a couple years ago that she got shot. I'm real sorry there, Tyler.
Well, I appreciate your concern, but you know, that slimy shooter would have never gone free if my wife hadn't been an Indian.
Well, we can't dwell on things in the past. The storekeeper and I are going to go have some suds down at the saloon. You want to join us?
Well, nah, we got to get up to Tucson for that team, you know. We just need to pick up a few peas over at the store. We'll have to see you next time.
Okay. Well, don't burn any holes in those saddles of yours, you guys.
And don't you let him shoot any holes in that shiny bag.
At least it's good to see you both.
Yeah.
Take it easy. We'll see you later.
You think that's a fellow?
It looks like him. I know he's here, Shoshone. I know he's here. I followed him here 2 days ago, and he's in this town.
Says right here. Says
That's
right
what I
here.
meant.
Right here in the Tombstone paper. $750 reward for this man.
And I get half because I found him. You promised me. Finally, I get half if I find my own. Right? 750. And then you get married and I retire. We can do it.
Let's find it. $750. It says right here. And we're looking. Ugly and mean. You got brother? Good thing. $750. That's right there. That were mustache face. Anyway, let's look around. Hold it. You hold it right there.
That's him.
This is the fella we got
I
right
told you
here.
he's here. I told you he's here.
You
get him up.
We don't have the wrong fella.
That's it. Watch out. Watch out.
says right here, $750. We're taking you down to the marshal. We're collecting this reward. So you just roll out. Lay it down real slow. Real slow.
That's him.
I'm telling you, I've been hardened. Believe me, we can go check with the marshal.